Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Monday and welcome back. I hope you had a good weekend. This week I'm going to be doing a series of 3 just chit chat, get ready with me, makeup videos, I guess I want to call them. I don't know. I'm just going to be putting on my makeup and talking about random things, and yeah, I'm going to take you guys along for the ride. So I do need to get this hair out of my face here, so I'm just going to clip her back and let's get going here. So happy Monday. Today is actually Friday for me, so I'm getting ready to enjoy my weekend here. But yeah, I thought I would start doing a little bit more makeup related stuff again here on my channel. In the last few years, I have definitely gone down the skincare rabbit hole when it comes to YouTube, just in terms of what content I like to watch and what I feel like I get the most out of. I'm looking for a sponge. Here's one. Perfect. By the way, I'll put everything that I'm putting on my face in the description box down below, so if I forget to mention it. I already have my SPF on my face today, and obviously all of my skincare. The SPF that I grabbed today was, I went back to this for today. It's the Paula's Choice Super Light Daily Wrinkle Defense SPF 30, but I have been pretty religiously using the Dermatology Physical Tinted Moisturizer SPF 44. I love this stuff. This is really good. Yeah, anyway, so let's do some makeup. I'm just going to put my usual layer of powder on before I go in with my powder foundation. I like to put powder on before my powder foundation because I do find that it helps the makeup last a little bit longer, especially during the summer months. I get really oily, as you guys know. So for me, putting on this layer of powder really helps to absorb that excess oil and keeps my makeup looking fresh a whole lot longer, which it's not like I'm really doing a whole lot, but I don't know. Have you guys, like throughout the last year and a half, how many of you have just kind of stopped wearing makeup because of the masks and stuff? I never stopped. And, you know, you guys are aware, I spent most of the year home with Stella doing homeschooling stuff because our district was not doing in person. And so I really had no reason to put on makeup, but I did it every day anyway because I was like, this makes me feel normal. I really find that doing my routine, even during times where I'm like struggling with stuff or I'm just not feeling super great, I find that when I put the makeup on, it gives me a sense of normalcy and just feeling like things are okay. It's weird, right? Like it's this habitual thing that I've done my entire life, and it just has always made me happy, and honestly, it's relaxing to me. I don't know. I think some people look at makeup as a chore. My mom does. My mom actually never really wore makeup when I was growing up. I think I can remember maybe a handful of times where I saw my mom actually like put on a foundation and a lipstick and, you know, like some mascara, which was usually the extent of what she wanted to do. But for me, like, I was fascinated with it from like a super early age. I can remember being really young, and this was when I was still in Germany. I moved to the US when I was 10. And like I would go with my Oma into the city, and I would see women that just had these like painted faces, and I was like, what is that? I really like that. I think it also, I was like a super creative and like artsy kid, and I just saw makeup as like a way to do art on my face, and I just fell in love with it. Now, granted, at this point in my life, I'm not really taking very many chances when it comes to my makeup looks, but at the same time, I still like putting it on. I don't know, it just made me happy. And even though, you know, I was wearing masks over the last year and a half, yeah, I still put it on every single day. I don't know, do you have something that you do that isn't necessary at all, but you just do it because you like it or it makes you feel better? Let me know what it is. Anyway, Stella is actually kind of starting to get into makeup now. For Christmas this year, I bought her this little caboodle. I didn't get her one of the big caboodles yet, but I brought her this kind of small purple one at Target, and I filled it with some makeup from like the drugstore section there. I got her a bunch of stuff from NYX and from Wet n Wild and from e.l.f. and she has been playing with that stuff. It's fun to watch her and her style and how she likes to put it on. And right now she's really liking putting blush like across here. It's really cute. And like I've offered to help her with like makeup stuff, but of course, like you don't want your mom's help, you know, like you just want to kind of figure it out on your own. So I'm just letting her do it, and she's happy with it, and she likes the way it looks, and that's fine. I mean, she's 9. She's totally allowed to like have her own opinions on what she wears and how she presents herself. And I don't know. My mom was always that way with me. Like she never really stopped me from wearing makeup when I was younger. You know, she certainly was like, I have no advice to give you. So, you know, like for Christmas, she would buy me, you know, some L'Oreal makeup from the drugstore or whatever, and she'd put it in my stocking. And that was always my favorite, was getting makeup in my stocking. But she really had no idea like what to put in there, what colors to choose. And so some of the things that I got early on, like totally not my shade in terms of foundation, blushes that were way too dark for me, and lots of eyeshadows in like fun, crazy colors, which, you know, when you're in 7th grade is super fun, right? I was totally ridiculous girl getting up early and doing her makeup before going to school. And it really honestly had nothing to do with like trying to impress boys when it came to the makeup stuff. It was just that like, God, it just made me happy. I woke up, put a bunch of stuff on my face, went to school, came home, and took the look off, and then put on another look for the afternoon. It was so excessive, but that was, how old was I in 7th grade? 12? Yeah, somewhere around there. Anyway, good times. The dogs are outside right now and they're running up on the hill and it's really cute. Alfie is, he's getting really comfortable in the yard now, and Estella's out there with them, by the way. He just kind of like runs around and just has fun, and it just makes me happy. Such a happy little dog. And Penny is doing really well with him, by the way, you guys. Okay, so that looks like a decent foundation there. I just like blanked everything out. I do have people ask me why I bother with foundation, if my skin is like in such a good place or whatever. And honestly, the only reason that I wear powder foundation, you guys, is because it kind of like evens things out a little bit more. But also the most important thing for me is that it does help to absorb some of that excess oil that comes throughout the day. So it's kind of like, it's helpful to me to put on the powder foundation. It just means that I have less blotting to do. I do not like a shiny look to my face at all. I've never liked shine. You guys never saw me with highlighter even. I don't like shine. I don't know what it is. I think I just equate it with oiliness, and I hate being so oily. It's certainly, at this point in my life, it has been a blessing, because I do think oilier skin types tend to age a little slower. You're just not as apt to look dehydrated. And when your skin is dehydrated, it looks a lot more wrinkly. It can look more crepey. And I totally understand why people with dry skin are so frustrated with their skin, because it's just like, ugh, you know, it's the same thing with me and oily skin. There's a lot that I've done to slow my oil production and to kind of regulate it. And I'm really glad that I did all those things, but it still has never like stopped the oil production. I don't think you can even do, well, if you took like Accutane or something. That is such a harsh drug. When I was in college, I was a resident assistant for a couple of years, and one of my students in the hall started Accutane, and I was watching her go through the process, and oh, that was brutal. I don't know if they have improved it at all since the late 90s, early 2000s, but oh man, she got so painfully dry, like on her face, her lips, her eyes, like she was needing to take like eye drops. Her arms were constantly like scaly and dry. And I just felt so bad, but she had a lot of issues with breakouts and was kind of at the end of her rope. And so she went on Accutane, and it definitely cleared her face up, but it dried out her entire body. I don't think that I ever asked her. We're still friends now. I still keep in touch with her. I should ask her if she thought it was worth it to do the Accutane. I feel like it has to be a little bit different, because one of my nieces, by the way, I just picked up the Sublime Flesh from Hourglass. This is so pretty. I'm just making sure that it's going to go with the eye look that I want to do. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, one of my nieces breaks out really bad, and always breaks my heart, because she's such a beautiful girl, but she's so self-conscious about her skin, and she's tried so many things. And the awesome thing is she is going to esthetician school now. So she is learning so much about her skin and what she can do to help treat it, and obviously also be able to help others as well. But yeah, she just kind of got to the point where she was like, I think I'm just going to do the Accutane and like get it over with. And hopefully that just fixes it going forward. I really hope it does for her, because like I said, she's so beautiful. Like she's ridiculously beautiful, you guys, and smart and funny. And I hate that she like has to deal with that. Dealing with acne is tough, man. I definitely had some breakouts when I was growing up, but it was never like, it wasn't like hers at all. And the twins just turned 20. So, yeah, which is also really hard to believe that she's 20. I met Craig when the twins were 2. I think they had turned 2 that year. And, oh my God, they were so cute. This is Craig's oldest brother and sister-in-law, their kids. And they're like all grown now. And it's the neatest thing to watch kids grow up. Like, I have honestly had the best time watching those 3 go through their like elementary years, and then like awkward middle school years, and then high school, and watching them graduate from high school was really cool. Just such a neat thing to watch kids grow. I feel like in a way I obviously appreciate everything about my kid, but I don't appreciate the growth that she has until I take pictures, like before and after pictures. So every school year she takes a picture in front of the red door at our house. And it's kind of a great gauge because I can tell by where like the wreath is hanging just how many inches she has grown. And every year when I take the first day of school picture, I'm like, oh my gosh, you look so big and grown up. And then we take the picture in June, last day of school, and it's literally like she's grown inches. Like, especially this last year, she had a huge growth spurt. So anyway, so today I'm going to be playing with my Sydney Grace eyeshadows. These are most of my Sydney Grace eyeshadows here. Obviously, I have a thing for mauves, blushes, plums, this kind of stuff. This would be my ideal palette, you guys. If this just came out from a company, I would be like, ah. Although there are some very similar shades in here that I probably didn't need, but oh well. Okay, so today I am going for just a very simple, like, mom look, and so I'm gonna use the shade Embrace in my creases. I have two crease eye. Okay, and by the way, this brush was not clean, but I just wiped it on the towel in front of me. You know what cracks me up are those products that come out that are just like so kind of unnecessary when it comes to makeup. Those little, gosh, what is that material even? I think you can find it at Home Depot. It's like a sponge material, but it's got like holes all over it, and then you just run your brush over. Was it Vera Mona or Mona Vera who was the first one to come out with that? Anyway, get a towel and just wipe your brush on your towel. It gets most of the color off, and then you can reuse your brush. You don't need to have like 75 brushes. I mean, I have a few crease brushes, but it's just because sometimes I get lazy about cleaning my brushes. And so sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, I've used that like 4 or 5 times now. I should probably wash it, and it'll just bust out another crease brush. This is a really pretty, it's like a peachy pink. I just kind of want like a warm halo, I guess. I don't know. Oh, I can hear them at the back door. They went in. Anyway, these Sydney Grace shadows, by the way, you guys, are wonderful. They're really easy to blend, and they have a good amount of pigment. You guys see, it's supposed to look pretty natural. I'm not going for anything crazy. Stella and I actually have to go to the store today and pick up a gift for her bestie. It's her best friend's birthday party tomorrow. And so we have to go find a little something for Micah. Not quite sure what she's into. I think they're into Gotcha Life, LPS, Littlest Pet Shop. Can you believe those things are still around? Yeah, I'm sure we can find something at Target. Okay, what do I want on my lid? Okay, I don't think I've used this one, and this is new, and I think it's Blondie. It is. Yes, Blondie. You guys, this shade is gorgeous. I'm just gonna give you, it's a little chunky when you get it on your finger, but when you blend this bad boy, look at that shine. Do you see that? Oh, yeah. Get on my lid. All right, I have to wipe it off. I am wearing a white t-shirt, which was the dumbest thing that I could have possibly done, because there's makeup on it. That's fine. I'll just take a blow dryer to it. It's all powder products, right? Okay, so I am wondering if this will work with a brush, because is pretty chunky. This is one of the pressed pigments, I believe. Are you pressed pigment? Yes, it is. Oh, that works pretty well. But I think I want it a little more intense. Yeah, I need a little more than that. By the way, I'm using the Zoeva Luxe Classic Shader Brush. I think I'm gonna do my finger. Yep. Okay, I like that. You know what I should use tomorrow is this thing that I bought from them. I was gonna do another palette, but I'm curious about the Sydney Grace. What are these called? They're like their liquid shadows, and this is the shade Pier 39. It's really pretty, and I'm curious to see how that goes on. A little bit goes a long way. I feel like this is the most ridiculous amount of product because you literally need like just the tiniest amount to do your lids. So this would last probably for an eternity. But anyway, if I like the way that wears, I might order more because they have some pretty shades. Have you guys checked them out? You should. It took me a long time to get on this Sydney Grace train here. I'm not sure why. I think sometimes when I see things being really like trendy on YouTube, I do this automatic like, I don't know why that is. I think maybe I just like to be difficult. Oh, I really like that on the lid. That's so pretty. But I need to blend that in the crease just a little more. Oh, that's super pretty. Oh, I like it. Anyway, let's do some liner. I am still using this Anastasia Granite Brow Powder Duo for my eyeliner, and obviously this shade over here has hit some major pan. I'm kind of wanting to repurchase this duo just for this because I've used it as my liner ever since I bought this. I bought this thinking that it would work for my brows back in the day, but no, it did not. I still don't see a lot of companies doing brow products for women with gray hair. I know a lot of women with gray hair really like taupe brow products. I don't like the taupe with my gray. I don't like the way that looks. So for me, that's kind of a no, but makeup is so personal. Like if you like the way the taupe looks, then you have a lot more options when it comes to gray hair brow products. But for me, I don't know. I just kind of, when I got my brows micro shaded, I definitely wanted to, like, the tattoo artist really wanted to go more taupe. And so we went back and forth a few times trying to find like the perfect shade. She did put a little bit of taupe into the mix, but she did do the gray on me, and she was like, that was definitely a good decision. It probably would not be the right decision for everybody to go with gray brows, but for me, it just kind of, I don't know, I just like that look. These do have fallout. I have some fallout here, but I'll brush that away. I kind of went a little thicker with my liner than I wanted, but that's okay. Oh, liner is really hard to do while you're talking, sorry. You know what? Here, let me finish the liner. All right, and we're back. So, whilst I was gone, I decided to also put on my mascara. And today I used the, oh, my beloved, my Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir. Normally the packaging is black, but this was like from a limited edition release. I love this mascara. I'll be really sad when this is gone. And for my lower lashes, I really like the CoverGirl Clump Crusher for my lower lashes. I just find that it grabs the hairs, and this brush, even though it's not a natural bristle brush, which is what my preference is, it's a plastic bristle brush, but I just find that it grabs the lower lashes, and even the really short ones that are kind of just growing in, it adds a little bit of length and it just volumizes them a little bit. So another thing that I did that you probably noticed is my brows are just a little bit darker again. I do cover up my brows every single day with my SPF, as one should. If you have tattoos, you know, you're supposed to do that, right? And then I went over obviously the SPF and the makeup with my beloved Tarte Amazonian Clay Volumizing Brow Powder. Yeah, this guy right here. I talked about this so much over the last like 3 years, I feel like, on my channel, and it is discontinued, so I can't link this. But this is the best possible gray brow powder that I've ever used in my life, which is why I have multiple, I have like 6, 7, I have 8 backups of this because I just don't want to be without it. And one of these lasts me a very long time. I just, today I actually used this Artis brush. This is the Artis Elite, what is this? Elite Line Linear 3D. Well, I don't know, I think you're supposed to use this as a liner, but I just really quickly through the brows. All right, let's pick a lip, and I don't want to do much color. I think I'm just going to do this gloss again. I have been loving this gloss from Bite Beauty. This is the Yaysayer lip gloss in Guava Puff. This was actually in my Friday faves last week, so. It has some shimmer, a little bit of color, but yeah, it's just kind of, oh, I really like this. A little much, but I really like this look. This is a great look for going birthday present shopping at Target, right? So, all right, you guys, there you go. The first Get Ready With Me of this week. If you have topics or whatever, if there's something that you would like me to talk about over the next couple of videos, let me know down below. Otherwise, I have some other things that just run through my brain all day long, so I'll just talk about those things. Anyway, I hope you have a good start to your week. I am looking forward to bringing these makeup videos to you guys this week, and hopefully you get inspired to use all your stuff again. Get it out, bust it out, start putting it on your face, and let us all enjoy hot girl summer, right? Anyway, have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Toodaloo.